Yes. So, yes, there are some studies that show that there is a positive correlation between social phobia and OCD. Sorry, not social phobia. Sorry, social media and OCD. Yes, a lot of studies. I mean, not lot of, but some studies do show. So the main reason behind it is that in OCD, a person wants to. I'm sorry. I mean, is this the right question that I'm addressing?
Yes, yes, social media and if it can contribute to OCD.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So usually OCD people, they actually have a great need to control the environment. Now what happens is that when nowadays social media is giving a lot of information, right? So they can learn a lot, right? So when they start using social media and then they realize that, oh, this is what is also there, that is also there, so gradually they start developing some kind of a fear of missing out. Now in order to control that, they start looking at social media more and more and more. The more they look, the more they are reinforced by the information that they are getting. The more they are reinforced, the more again. So again that cyclic process starts. Okay, so that can result into OCD. Yes, it's like an addiction, so that can definitely result in OCD. Now how to cope with that is, number one, here I think schools will play a very huge role, as well as mental health clinics, um, NGOs, etc., in spreading awareness of internet addiction. Because usually it is seen that the biggest population of people having internet addiction is that of adolescents, right? So these adolescents, they do not have the skills required to understand that how much is too much. So they actually underestimate the time that is spent and underestimate the problems that will happen because of that. So if you have a lot of awareness programs about internet addiction, how it starts, what are the causes, what are the symptoms, then yes, that can be one of the big preventive feature. Secondly, there are a lot of programs present today that help very young children develop attentiveness, develop response regulation. So it is seen that in young children and adolescents, maybe these brain faculties are not that properly developed, so they are not able to regulate their responses, or they are not able to kind of uh, inhibit their response. So they continuously keep checking the social media, etc. So now what happens is that those programs will help very young children to develop attentiveness, to develop response regulation. I can even tell you, like there are programs like Prep and Cogent are there, which I regularly use, and I have seen very good results in children, very small children, like even from say 3 years, 4 years or so. So they have very good. They start developing response regulation. Another way you can do it is to identify high risk individuals. So what schools can do is they can periodically circulate some kind of self rating questionnaire, in which questions will be like what do you think about internet addiction, how many hours do you spend every day, or on internet, and like if it is is it like something like if you are not given internet access for some time, then do you get angry or irritated or something like that? So it will give so we can, screen out a high risk population, and we can then give them therapy as well. Also we can help them teach, self monitoring. So what they can do is that they can be taught that, okay, now this is the time I'm taking, and I have understood that, say I'm spending say 5 or 6 hours a day every day, and now I have to cut down. So as they gradually cut down, you plan in advance the activities that they will do at that particular time. So that will give them that, what time, what to do in that particular time that is left.
Right.
Okay. Furthermore, like we usually ADHD is very highly correlated with internet addiction. That is also because of the nature of their disorder. So ADHD, because they have a lot of urge to for hyperactivity, so they want some kind of a release. So they go to social media for such kind of a release. Plus schools can also lessen the pressure. So even to relieve the students of pressure, school pressure, they go to internet. Okay, so schools can introduce more of extracurricular activities. So I guess, I mean, like these, if we follow these kind of strategies, then we can really help curb this problem.